Barca are back on top. FC Barcelona are the new leaders of La Liga after Real Madrid choked in Montilivi. Xabi Alonso's team needed the win to stay first, but they didn't get it. Madrid slip, Barca rise. Girona scored first. Madrid thought they turned it around. Mbappe scored. VAR said handball. No go. Vinicius scored. VAR said offside. No go. Only a penalty from Mbappe saved Madrid from embarrassment, but Girona held on. And yes, they are still in the relegation zone. Imagine dropping points there. The comeback is real. Since El Clasico, Barca have earned 6 more points than Madrid in just 4 games, beating Elche, Celta, Athletic, and Alavés. This isn't luck. This is a shift in power. And to the next one. What was that, La Liga? Flick and Barca absolutely exploded after a match against Alavés. And honestly, who can blame them? It feels like someone out there really doesn't like the idea of a club that refuses to keep quiet. Let's break down the madness. If you watched the end of the match, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Flick wasn't just annoyed. The man looked genuinely confused about why his staff is being treated like criminals. They are collecting red cards like Pokémon, and every time it happens we get zero explanation. This time the victims were José Ramon de la Fuente and Marcus Sorg. And the most important question remains, what for? Flick said it clearly. The fourth official didn't even try to communicate. No dialogue, no clarification, just vibes and red cards. Like he was doing some TikTok challenge called "Let's kick out every coach I see." Flick pressed for an explanation, but the official merely directed him back to the bench. Even Raphinha rushed over to help, but neither could get a clear answer. If we don't appeal the referee's decision, Flick could face the crucial clash with Atletico Madrid sitting on the bench alone. Flick is reaching his limit. Remember how angry he was after Chelsea? Forget that. After Alavés, he looked even more furious. And not because of the performance, but because it genuinely feels like Barca is being cowed down on purpose. He insists his team will rise, that this is just a tough phase, that things will click. But right now, Barca isn't just playing against opponents, they are playing against a 12th player, the refereeing system. The conclusion nobody wants to say out loud. This is bigger than one match. This feels like the moment when the club finally stops pretending everything is fine. Mistakes are part of football, everyone accepts that. But when it starts looking intentional, that's another conversation entirely. Coolest, I need your honesty here. Is this just bad luck, or is someone waging a war against FC Barcelona? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'm reading every single one of them. This is why we breathe, coolest. One viral moment from Barcelona's 3-1 win over Alavés has blown up the internet. It might be the purest definition of who Lamine Yamal is. In this clip, Lamine gets the ball and switches straight into God mode. Defenders instantly panic because everyone knows the rule. If you don't stop Yamal now, you won't stop him at all. First, Victor Parada charges in, even grabs his shirt, desperately trying to pull him back, but Lamine doesn't even notice. The kid bans physics and just keeps running like the pitch belongs to him alone. Then Pablo Ibanez comes flying in with a sliding tackle, thinking he's got him, but no. Yamal glides past him like water around rock, leaving 2 defenders twisted on the floor, wondering what universe they've just entered. And Lamine, he keeps going. Effortless, untouchable, like this is his backyard and everyone else showed up without an invitation. Conclusion? He's not a prospect, he's not the future, he's right now, he's the game. He's Lamine Yamal, and coolest, he is him. Barca started like a nightmare and then turned into a dream. Before most fans had even sat down, Alavés punched us in the face with a goal in the first minute. The stadium froze. X, Twitter, panicked. You could almost hear the "here we go again" sight. But this team, this version of Barcelona, they don't crumble, they ignite. From that moment, the Catalans snapped into beast mode. Flick's men grabbed the game by the throat, flipped the script, and within 25 minutes, the scoreboard screamed 2-1 for Barca. The moment of magic? Dani Olmo, with ice in his veins, finished perfectly after a laser-guided assist from Raphinha. And Raphinha's reaction? Pure fire! no filters, no acting, just a man who bleeds Blaugrana screaming his soul into the batch. That's not just a celebration. That's what it looks like when you play for Barcelona. Not just work here. Passion, rage, and pride. That's what it should be like. This is the energy of a team that refuses to die. Raphinha didn't return, he rebooted Barça. Diario Oz claims it, and the pitch proved it. Raphinha's first start since injury transformed Barcelona. The moment Flick unleashed him, the entire team shifted gears. The Brazilian was involved in 41 of Barca's attacks. One player powering almost half of the offense. That's not participation, that's domination. 2 assists, a gift for Lamine Yamal, a perfect setup for Dani Olmo. He moved everywhere, between lines, into space, dragging defenders like cones. Alavés simply couldn't track him. And it wasn't just attack. Raphinha pressed like a man possessed, setting the tone for everyone else. Rashford filled the role. Raphinha owns it. With him on the pitch, Barca don't just play faster, they play alive. If this is just the beginning, La Liga should be terrified. Pedri returns to his throne. Pedri is set to start against Atletico Madrid, and thank the football gods for that. He only played 30 minutes versus Alavés, but even those minutes changed Barca's pulse. The plan was to ease him in, but this isn't the game you ease into. This is Atletico. This is a battle, and battles need Pedri. Flick knows Barca collapsed without him. We saw it against Brook. We suffered at Stamford Bridge. No Pedri, no control. No control, no Barca. With Frankie de Jong also back, the midfield finally looks like Barca again, not a survival experiment. Expect 60 to 70 minutes of calm, rhythm, and intelligence. The football oxygen we've been gasping for. Pedri isn't just returning, he is restoring order. Frankie is back, coolest. Frankie de Jong will be available for Tuesday's showdown with Atletico after returning to full training. His comeback means one thing. Pedri plus Frankie plus Dani Olmo, a real Barca midfield again, not the improvised version we've been surviving with. But there is a downside. Ronald Araujo missed out. He's still recovering from a stomach virus and mentally resetting after that red card in London. He's expected to return for Betis. Fermin remains unavailable until next week. With Frankie de Jong and Pedri reunited, Barca finally regained control, rhythm, and identity right when it matters most. Atletico won't be facing a wounded team. They'll be facing Barca with a heartbeat again. Barca is hurting, but not broken. The dressing room is still processing the 3-0 disaster at Stamford Bridge. Even the 3-1 win over Alavés didn't feel like relief. Players know the football isn't flowing, and confidence has taken a hit. After the match, one phrase kept repeating, "We are going to improve." Hansi Flick believes it too, even if he looks exhausted watching his team struggle to resemble last season's version. No voices are rising. With Ter Stegen out and old leaders gone, others have stepped forward. Raphinha is now the emotional engine, shouting, pushing, owning responsibility. Joan Garcia has become a surprising, steady voice. Injured players Gavi and Fermin are still injecting energy from the sidelines. The group has closed ranks. They are hurting together, and that matters. The real tests begin. 3 games will define the mood. Atletico Madrid Tuesday, Real Betis Saturday, Eintracht Frankfurt December 9th. Pass these and everything changes. Fail and the doubts explode. Barca is wounded, not buried. And sometimes pain is just the spark before the comeback. Coolest, now it's your turn. We are entering a season-defining storm. Atletico, Betis, Frankfurt. No excuses, no hiding, no fear. If this team finds its pulse again, La Liga won't be a race. It'll be a coronation. But if you want to follow every twist, every injury update, every leaked lineup, every insider whisper straight from Barcelona, there is one place to be. Download the Barcelona Live app. Your home for breaking news, exclusive stats, match analysis, transfer alerts, and the raw emotions that make the club more than football. If you call yourself a coolie, you need this app on your phone. Don't just watch Barca's story, live it. Barcelona Live, where the heartbeat of our club never stops. Link is in the pinned comment. And now, coolies, take a breath. Because whether we suffer, celebrate, explode, or resurrect, one thing never changes. Barca are back on top, and we are not done yet. Until the next battle, Vizca el Barça, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.